And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 933. Today is Thursday, April 21st, 2022, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
And today's top story is Shiba Inu blacklist user for drawing hate symbol with metaverse land. Goldman Sachs eyes collaboration with crypto exchange FTX as CEOs meet, being reported. Non-custodial Bitcoin wallets unbannable, says executive behind Trezor wallets. And iTrustCapital surpasses $5 billion in crypto IRA transactions. And last but not least, Warner Brothers and DC are betting on Batman NFTs to deliver a $60 million profit. That and much more. But first and foremost, what's going on with these prices?
Oh, yeah. So looking at our prices for today, Bitcoin's at $42,670, up 2.4%. Ethereum at $3,149, up 1.6%. Binance at $423 is up 0.33%. XRP at 75 cents, up 0.26%. Solana sitting at 108 is up 0.4% today. Terra Luna at $97 is up 1.5%. Cardano at 96 cents is up 0.7%. And last but not least, Avalanche at $79, up 0.2%. And our biggest gamers for the day, Move Network up 1,592%. Luffy, whatever the hell that is, up 1,100% today. And Sky Frontier up 213% as well. So top 10 moving kind of sideways, but we are seeing some big upward movements by some of these coins.
There it is. And for those who missed it yesterday, make sure you check out all those shows that were dropped. Of course, yesterday was a Wednesday. We had, of course, the Simon Family Ventures come on. I got a chance to see that one. That was really good about getting your kids involved in cryptocurrency and some of the things they need to know. Of course, we had Reggie Middleton on as well. Another great episode with him on. We're happy to have him here as well. And then be on the lookout today and tonight for different shows and episodes that will be dropping as well. And of course, we did a bomb money AMA yesterday. So for those who have missed it, it's actually so they're doing some things with Bitcoin as well. It's a Bitcoin staking app they have, and they also have a regular yield farming app. They're a fork of Tomb Finance. So Michael Kennedy, if you can actually check out that video and let us know your thoughts, you're the first person who mentioned Tomb Finance to us. But they're a fork of that. So we did about 50-minute AMA yesterday on that. So check that out, and that is bomb money, and that's on the channel as well. We'll make sure we post that link. Oh, and for last but not least, of course, this evening, Ruel will be on. Black Rule will be talking altcoins at 6 p.m. PST. So make sure you catch him as well. Black Rule tonight also. All right, some quick shout outs. What's going on? Don B, Chappie, Satoshi Slim, J.E. Walter, Wendy Nichols, Network FX21, Richard Johnson, Bitcoin Madam, Blockchain Bully, Wendy Nichols, Crypto Culture. Good morning. And welcome to the show, folks. Top story of the day, Shiba Inu blacklist red list user for drawing hate symbol with metaverse land. Bitcoin Zay, what's going on with Shiba Inu?
Oh, man. So in a statement posted by Shiba Inu, they basically stated that the metaverse will place the wallet that drew a swastika using the project's metaverse land. They'll identify the hate symbol on a blacklist, meaning it would never be able to participate in any and all areas of the platform. The ordeal began April 12th. Shiba Inu metaverse land sale, they had 36,000 out of 100,000 plots up for grabs, and crypto enthusiasts who locked Leash, which is the ecosystem token, and the Shiboshi non-fungible tokens, what the fuck are we even talking about, were able to bid on metaverse lands, which was square plots from 0.2 to 1 Ethereum. And somebody took their land and decided to put a swastika in light of Hitler's birthday yesterday, I believe. Also, I think Binance, they changed their logo and it was a swastika. That was weird.
Binance's actual logo?
Yeah, like the new one.
I did see a story pop up, but I was just like, I kind of ignored it. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was weird. But yeah, here again, the quote, no slippery slope regarding the ban. This is their house and they choose the language as acceptable as we would our own household. So most people, they like the decision to block the user, but I've always said it's a slippery slope because as soon as you can say this is bad, you can't do it on your own property in the metaverse. Who knows how far that will go at some point? Self-expression in the metaverse, in my opinion, that should be the one place where you can do whatever you want. I mean, Jesus Christ, who are these people? They didn't grow up playing video games, apparently, where it was like we talk about the COD lobby back in the day, like way worse stuff than a drawn swastika on some digital land. But again, good on them. But now you know it's actually centralized at this point.
And like I said, here's that Binance article, and then it looks like they made an apology after releasing an emoji that looked like a swastika on Twitter. Oh yeah, come on,
dog.
That is very interesting, especially on the on his birthday. But
yeah, I mean, it's not ironic, it's not funny. It's like, all right, like what?
Well, I'll also say, like you said, it does show the centralization in the metaverse, but this is where the slippery slope is, because it's like, do you allow, the hate to go unchecked? Because what would it turn into? But I don't know. Like you said, if it's especially in the metaverse, it could get dark, since it's the internet and things that you could create. Like, it could be dark places in the metaverse. But like you said, I think the market would also still just decide. It could be as dark as I don't know what. If I see something pop up, oh, I don't want to see this shit. What neighborhood is this in again? Like, make sure I don't come back around here. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, but like you said, it is a slippery slope, regardless of how you look at it.
Oh man, it would suck to have a house in a digital land and everything's going good, and the house right beside you has a swastika all of a sudden. Now the property value drops.
But seriously,
I'd be mad. I'd be like, bro, are you?
This might have to be an issue. Look at, like, what if you buy an expensive piece of property, seriously, in the metaverse, and next door a new property opens up that's like, nah, F the world, like. Bro, your land value would go down in the metaverse. That's actually a crazy. I can't believe we just actually.
I can't believe we talk about this. We talk about digital real estate dropping.
It's happening, people. It's happening.
Oh, yeah. Hey, this is the metaverse. This is metaverse.
What are you trying to meet somebody in real life because what they did in the metaverse that brought down your property value? Hey, man, what country are you in? I'm flying in next week. I'm gonna whoop you up until you fix that front lawn in the metaverse.
Yeah, exactly. Meet me in Temecula.
Right. Let's see. Satoshi Slim official today in New Jersey. You can buy that. You can buy the cannabis legally. There you go. Shout New Jersey. J.E. Walters talking about Call of Duty lobby, saying 12-year-olds talking about deflowering everyone's moms. Hilarious. But seriously, we were talking about that. We were like, listen, for everybody whose ears are sensitive, I mean, you have no idea how these Call of Duty lobbies go down.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's the filth on top of filth, and these people run companies now, and they're like CEO. I'm sure, because when they were like 18 in 2007, then
that is true. They are like CEOs right now.
They're like our age, they run companies, got families and shit now. But yeah, it was fun times.
One time, I remind myself, I'm getting old now, man. It's crazy.
Oh,
let's see. Bill Spliff was going on. Long time no see. Crypto culture said no. BNB know what they did. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It wasn't, especially for the part of the countries. But hey, so be it. Another top story of the day: non-custodial. Again, to watch the narrative. Like, what is a non-custodial wallet versus a wallet? But non-custodial Bitcoin wallets unbannable, says executive behind Trezor wallets. That's right. There are a few ways for regulators to limit the uses of non-custodial wallets, but there is no way to ban it completely, Satoshi Labs CFO said. As regulators grow increasingly concerned about investors moving their cryptocurrency out of centralized exchanges, one industry exec has assessed the probability of a potential ban of non-custodial wallets. I do think we have a strong chance of that happening. Like, it's 50-50 right now that one day they just don't come out and say, F it. If y'all don't have y'all wallets on Coinbase or whatever other ones we allow, then it isn't a real wallet. It's a legal wallet. Matter of fact, you're hiding money. It's going to get real nefarious. Trust us. Stepan Uric, the chief financial officer of Satoshi Labs, the firm behind the Trezor hardware wallet, is confident that it's highly unlikely that governments around the world would manage to ban the use of non-custodial wallets one day. He's being quoted saying it's very improbable that all the countries would ban non-custodial wallets or any other aspect of Bitcoin's peer-to-peer network, for that matter, the CFO told Cointelegraph. It said it likely would be similar to certain countries banning things like cryptography or torrents in the past, where the adoption of these technologies continue unabated. As he's being quoted again, in some sense, governments' attempt at banning certain technology are good marketing for said technology. I think that actually would be the case if you tried to ban hardware wallets. It would be good marketing for it. Let's see. Again, it's being called self-custodial wallets, non-custodial cryptocurrency wallets, and they're designed, of course, to grant the user full control of the own crypto. What are your thoughts when it comes to bans like this?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, he's right. You can't, no, you can't ban the snowman. So pretty much at this point, we already know this about Bitcoin. Governments can, again, they can slow it down, but they can't stop anything. They've realized that. I think everybody's starting to realize that. But some of the on ramps, you can make it hard to get on. Like you said, they could say, they could have a honeypot. Everybody has to put their money on exchanges, or it's not real Bitcoin. So to say, people have discussed that before, but he's right. You can't stop non-custodial wallets from being created. That's why Bitcoin is so resilient, and that's why it's lasted this long. Because even if you tried to ban it, some people have never even heard the word non-custodial wallet. As soon as they start going around saying it, start Googling non-custodial wallet. Like, hold. So I'm supposed to be holding it like this the whole time. Oh, well, yeah, I am going to use it. So it would be basically reverse psychology if they every time we try to ban something. What's that called? The what is that? The Barbra Streisand effect? Is that the Streisand?
I'm not sure what it's called, but I know what you're speaking of.
Yeah. Like basically, whatever it is, where you try to ban something and it ends up becoming more popular because of it. That's probably what will happen. So I'm sure they won't mention it. The best way to defeat something like this is to just not talk about it. So I'm sure that's what they'll do.
Well, listen, seriously, the running joke you just said is so true. Can't ban the snowman. For those who don't understand that reference, we do. Hey, speaking of which, all right, I'm officially going to do it today. We talk about this weekend. I got to update my LinkedIn. Man, I didn't even realize I got like followers and stuff on LinkedIn, bro. I'm getting popular on LinkedIn. Like seriously, I've been popular. Oh, yeah. I'm about to be popping on LinkedIn. So shout out to all my LinkedIn folks who be listening to this. But also for those type of people, I know they're probably like, can't ban the snowman. What the hell are these guys talking about? So for those who have missed the movement back in 2000, I would say 2004. It was about right? 2004, 2005?
Yeah, 2005. Yeah.
2004, 2005. I'll actually even lean to like 2005. But when Young Jeezy, the rapper, was really coming out and getting popular, of course, he had the long T-shirts that go to your thighs and knees that essentially it was like basically all the D-boys wear it, basically. Like everybody was into something. Baby. Yeah, if you was selling any type of anything, you probably wore one of them shirts. But it also turned into an actual protest because at a lot of schools in the South, they were literally like, no, we would suspend your ass if you wear a tall T-shirt. So of course people were looking at the ridiculousness of it, like, specifically the tall T-shirts with a snowman on it were the ones at first, but it went from being a T-shirt with a snowman on it to any long tall T, which is crazy because this does show. I mean, I hate to go there. I will say it shows some sort of inequality. I won't say it's a racial thing. I don't know, but it does show some sort of racial inequality because the same type of long T-shirts are a fashion statement now. Whereas then literally they were kicking kids out of school because Young Jeezy was wearing tall tees and saying you can't ban a snowman. And I remember in North Carolina, Bitcoin Day, hey, you wear that tall tee, they send your ass home.
I got kicked out of a couple classes because of the can't ban a snowman T-shirt.
Bro, they was yanking kids out of class with a tall T-shirt.
Yeah, but what used to be worse was sometimes they used to be like flip it inside out. Like, what the fuck is that gonna do? Who cares? Like, it's a snowman. Like, we know what it's for. The reference was drugs, but the thing is, they didn't do anything else to really mitigate actual drug use. They just didn't want you to wear the T-shirt. But I was like, but people were selling actual drugs out back. I'm like, all right, whatever. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, can't ban the snowman, just like can't ban Bitcoin.
On mine, it was man, they went to tall tees in general. They didn't even need a snowman. Hey, that tee touching your thigh or lower, you go home today, kid.
Go hey, that's what I'm saying. They used to throw you out for being a dude wearing a dress and
here you go. Hey, clip it, Antonio, clip it. Thank you.
Thousands change. That's crazy.
Let's see. I'm looking at people saying history lesson. 4-time tall. Hey, you already know 4-time tees.
3 for 20, baby. I used to hate the tall tees that were like stop right here on your arm, but they go long all the way down your knee. You're like, well, this shirt is backwards. What is going on?
Like 2X? No, bro. Give me a 4X.
4X.
That's what Bill Slip said. Let's see. I can see it being legal for businesses to accept crypto through Visa and MasterCard, PayPal, other government-approved middlemen. I can agree with that too, Weiss, saying that they can see the non-custodial wallets, custodial wallets being a legal thing for businesses. I can see that too. A few people was talking about when Jeezy was over Gucci back in the day. That's pretty funny. Wealth and Wellness said that. CTE, yeah. Well, Jeezy was a movement back then. Hey, he was a movement till them feds came from that BMF. All of a sudden got real quiet. Yeah, real quiet all of a sudden. I remember having this real quick last story on that. I remember having one teacher They pulled me to the side. I was like, you said, why are you wearing these? Like, I stood with everybody too. What, y'all suspending people? Hey, I bet y'all wear one. I'll be here all day.
Hey,
Ain't nobody going home today. Like, hell no. Hey, I was not gonna let them play my fellow students like that. I was a leader at my high school. I went to a large high school. No, it was not going down like that. Shout out to my high school. But
yeah, the GP years and the Dipset years, bro.
Oh, Dipset, pink slouch sock. I didn't go that far, but some of the homies did.
Big pink tees out here. I'm like
slouch sock. Remember slouch socks with forces?
Socks with forces, baby.
But with the T, I had this teacher put me to the side. I was like, yeah, you're such a great guy. Like, why? He was like, why are you doing this? He really was like, bro. He was like, I was like, dog. I was like, listen. I was like, the fact that you pulled me aside to talk about a tall white teacher. I was like, what are you doing right now? Yeah. Like, we literally had the conversation. We had the conversation because he was just like, I don't want you going down that road. Like, he's like, we don't want to lose you.
God. Let us look stupid in peace, just like every other generation that looks stupid. Because again, if you pull out some of them teachers' 80s photos, wearing the fishnets with the nipples out. Yeah, y'all was wilding in the 80s too. So let us dress terrible. Y'all dress terrible too. It's just, we all sucked when we were younger.
Oh man. All right. Hey, make sure you smash those likes and share, or Zay will get to singing a old Jeezy something song. I don't know. And really quick, while we're talking about non-custodial wallets, we have to add our partner here today, iCoin Technology. If you're listening to us on the podcast, check out iCointechnology.com, ICOIN technology.com. Of course, they're our partner for hardware wallets. We've been working with them ongoing. You can also buy them in the Verizon store. They're the first hardware wallet or non-custodial wallet of any type of cryptocurrency to enter a cell phone store. And Verizon also did a in-depth audit on them. So, I mean, it's a lot of sources who did their due diligence. But again, this is a cold storage wallet made easy. I can't say the word easy. Easy. It has a touch screen and camera, as you see here, encrypted storage. It has a beautiful design. That's what I love most about it. Of course, it comes with a printer as well, and it's air gap so that it never actually connects to a network. Again, that's iCoin Wallet. You can get it on their website at iCointechnology.com, or you can check them out in the Verizon wireless store as well, and just check them out at iCoin there. All right, shout out to iCoin Wallet. Next up, while they're not an official sponsor yet, we may again go down this route. It seems like the community has spoken. Some of you actually want this, but iTrustCapital surpasses $5 billion in crypto IRA transactions. If you remember already, iTrust came to us months ago with the partnership deal. We didn't accept it because we were like, at the time, we thought it was still too early for some folks. And again, some people are still saying they don't want it. Some of you are saying you do. But since iTrust, about 3 or 4 different companies have approached us essentially with the same thing. At the Bitcoin conference, this was definitely a trend. I mean, crypto IRA is happening, people. Like at the conference, that really showed us. But also, of course, after iTrust approached us, if you remember, they did another series funding round where they got like hundreds of millions of dollars in. I don't even know what the number was, but it looks like they've officially also passed another milestone. That's $5 billion in crypto IRA transactions. This is happening, people. Individuals typically do not need to worry about capital gains taxes while trading in an IRA. For crypto investors, this could be an attractive feature. And I think that's why the rollover is happening for people trying to, of course, avoid any type of taxes. But cryptocurrency individual retirement accounts IRA provider iTrustCapital revealed Wednesday that the total transaction volume on its platform had surpassed $5 billion, marking a 60% increase in 9 months. As told by iTrustCapital. And shout out to them. If you all remember, Zay and I pulled up to him. Shout out to Daniel. We pulled up to the iTrust booth during the conference. And I mean, he gave a quick breakdown of what they do and what they're looking for. But as told by them, many of their users, ranging from millennials to working professionals to senior citizens, are trading cryptocurrencies for the first time. The firm only charges a 1% buy-sell fee on cryptocurrency transactions. There are no monthly fees, and investors only need to deposit $1,000 on an account. Through the platform, users can trade over 25 cryptocurrencies, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it provides insurance cover for deposits in the amount of $320 million, as per an agreement with Coinbase Custody. Okay, I see why they're popular now.
Exactly. I'm about to say, that's it. That's the winner right there. As soon as you say you got insurance.
Yeah. So a couple things. First and foremost, if you're looking at a crypto IRA, do not go for it with it yet. Let us set up a partnership deal on the back end. So give us a couple of weeks on that. We'll set something up. Probably, honestly, it won't even take 2 weeks. It'll probably take another 3 days. All we got to do is just confirm one. But let's find out which one is the best as far as the things they're going to be offering you all. And we'll set up that deal for people who are interested. And then one thing I do want to caution about is just like the government, some businesses work the exact same way. And usually new tech businesses, the way they work is that they want to get user volume first to kind of show proof of concept and all that good stuff. That's how you get your funding. Of course, we just saw they got their series, whatever funding. But after that, you have to make those investors their money back eventually. And the reason why I bring this up is because right now, while it's only a 1% buy sell fee, there's no monthly fees and you only need to deposit $1,000. I guarantee you this is going to go up, not just on this platform, across the board. Like they're going to take higher fees. You will need to deposit more, and literally across the board. Now, don't get it wrong. As soon as one goes, it's going to be like exchanges. As soon as one goes up, like let's say, for example, iTrust, the day they say, guys, it's 2% now, 3%, it's going to be okay because a brand new crypto IRA will open up. They'll be like, hey, to attract new users, we're only doing 1%, and so on and so forth. The same way the exchanges where they try to give bonuses to new users and all that. And then once they build their user base, that shit goes out the window. So I just want to be clear on that. Whereas if you get into any of these crypto IRAs, they can and will change the terms of service at one point. This is very centralized. So I don't want to hear and you get into this in 6 months or a year later, you're like, oh, they taking 5% and it takes, 3 weeks to pull it out, or this is going on. Like I'm telling you now, they're going to change the terms of service. Because if you receive funding, you have a fiduciary responsibility to make that money back plus more. And you don't make that money back plus more by not taking fees and not, and making low accounts to open up. That's not the way you actually make your money. So expect for all of these companies to change moving forward long term. But right now, these are the terms of the deal. What are your thoughts on crypto IRAs and iTrust in general in the market?
Oh, yeah. Well, there will always be a small section of the population that does not want to self-custody their Bitcoin. So this is a great product for them. One thing I will warn against is that early withdrawals take a 10% penalty. Whereas because again, it sounds good on the front end, right? It's only 1%, but they do take 10% on the back end, even though that is less than some of these IRAs that are out that take 20%. But again, there's always going to be a group of people that do not want to self-custody, and this is a pretty good deal for them. Also, remember, we always say be first. It's good to be early because you get all the deals first before it starts changing. So if people are looking at using this, that's fine. I would suggest self-custody because that's the point of Bitcoin, is to be your own bank. But like I said, there's always a group of people that just don't want to touch it, don't want to lose it. I don't want to have my keys. I don't want anything to do. So that 20 to 30% of people is still a big market share. So shout out to iTrust. And I'm sure they'll be competing for the next few years, definitely.
And that's funny. That's what we tell them at the conference. We're like, hey, we're dragging our feet because we personally would not use this. Like, I want to be clear on that. I've told all 3 or 4 different IRA companies we've spoken to, as well as you all, like, I will not be a user. There's no way, no how I'm going to be a user. However, I'm not here to block nobody's blessings, and we're all about win-win-wins. For if they're looking for users, you all are actually looking for products like this, and hell, we'll just make the transaction happen. And then cool, we'll bring that to you. And that kind of goes with some of the new shows as well. Expect a lot of new shows. You might not like all the shows. I saw somebody earlier say I'm missing work trying to watch all this new content. Trust me when I say every new show that rolls out won't be for you. Some of the ones I've already seen that cover altcoins, you guys are like, what the F is this? We get it. But the point is to have different things, to cover different things in the market, that whether we agree with or disagree, at least we're allowing you all to get the education from it. And you'll hear some of the creators say the same thing. We know Jim and the Crypto, we know King, we know they don't like this, but whatever. We know they're going to say something, they're going to talk some smack, but we like it, and this is what we think about it. And that's what we want here, for you all to have a lot of different people who are taking this serious, give you a good analysis and breakdown on what's happening. So yeah, when it comes to the crypto RA spots, again, we'll find the right one for you all, and we'll make the partnership happen. So if you're interested, we'll get it. Yeah, and shout out to Nappy Ways. I think I saw a comment on you a few days ago who said you already jumped into one of the crypto IRA ones. So I'm gonna need you to withdraw and then redeposit. I'll pay the 10% fee. All right. Let's see. Oh shit, 2 of y'all did. All right, listen. Everybody who did iTrust, withdraw. I'll pay the fee, depending on what it is, and then go back in. And the reason why is because it might be worth it for everybody on the back end. Let me figure out what the deal is, though.
Yeah. See what iTrust talking about.
KB said I did iTrust as well. Okay, cool. Let's see. Wyatt, try it. Be on the lookout this afternoon. It's still happening. I said today, and today was going to happen. I just got to do one last test on it, but this afternoon the Discord will be up and rolling. So you'll see it on Twitter. You'll see me talking about it. It'll be there. Whistletone said IRA, make sure you can keep your own keys. Highly doubt it, because with the insurance, I highly doubt you'll be able to get the insurance if you're keeping your own keys, because if something were to happen, they're going to be like, hey, this is negligence. They ain't had nothing to do with you. We could have kept the keys. You said you wanted to keep them. Hey, we can give you 8% back. You take it. Yeah, Mon said, I'm interested in iTrust, but I don't want anyone holding my Bitcoin. Don't care how good the deal is. Here's the only thing I will say with it. Again, when it comes to places like iTrust, and you all have to do your own research and due diligence on these things as well. That means actually look up, hey, are they located in the US? Can I call them and get somebody on the phone? Can I email them? Like, that's doing your own research when it comes to this. But I bring that up because, you don't have to keep all of your Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in it, right? Maybe that is the 10, like maybe you keep 10% in one of these crypto IRAs, not even iTrust, there's a bunch of them. So maybe when it comes to crypto IRAs, you say, fine, I'm just diversifying and keeping 10% or 15%. So I always have that 10% bag there, and it grows to be whatever it grows to be one day, right? If you're looking at it like that, then that isn't the worst way to diversify, especially when some of the different crypto IRA platforms might be offering insurance, right? It's centralized, yes. The government's going to know about it, yes. It's not your keys, not your cheese, technically, yes. However, since these are also legacy institutional companies, right, that are already doing IRA accounts and stuff, they also have things to lose on the traditional side. So they would be trying to avoid lawsuits in this space. So those are the companies, if you're looking to diversify your portfolio, not financial advice, of course. Like, this is the way I look at things. It's just like, well, I will go over to a crypto IRA and put 10 or 15%. I want to go over there and put 80% by no means, but you put where you can afford to lose. That's how it should always be in this market right now. Let's see. KB said, I rolled over an existing one to try it out. I'm not contributing monthly like the average one you usually do, though, with your employer. So at this point, for me, it doesn't lower my taxable rate. Okay. Let's see. Sergeant Crypto said that's all right. When they charge more, a new competitor will come through and it will be a race to the bottom. Exactly. That's all it'll be like. As soon as they charge more, the next one will just roll off and be like, all right, this is a cheaper one. So PFC Wells saying, yes, look what Celsius did. You can't just take your crypto. You can't just take your crypto off since the new rule for accredited investors, right? Hey, low key is robbery. That's not your keys, not your cheese. Celsius is a perfect example of that as of recently. And it looks like, yeah, not all IRAs will allow you to hold private keys. Yeah, again, I don't think that's going to work with insurance. I just don't see how that would be able to work at all. Let's see. Hilarious. Oshi Slim said, we mad late. He been in that TGoC Discord since 2007. Yeah, for those who don't know the running joke, back in the day, actually back when we first opened the Discord, whenever we would talk to new people about crypto, like back in the 2017, 2018 days, it was like, yeah, I've been in Bitcoin since 2004. I just been, I took some years off, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But that was the night we talked to Chief Keef. Remember that?
Oh, that was
that's why I started that's when I started saying I don't trust dudes with ponytails, because it was a dude with a ponytail at the party. He tried to convince us he'd been in Bitcoin since 2007, and we both were staring. I was like, "Are you Satoshi?" And he was like, "Who?"
Exactly.
He was like, "Who?" And I was like, "Man, get on my face!" I was like, "Get on my face, dog. Stop lying, dog. You don't gotta lie." Because remember, the girls are standing there, so he had to, like, I guess, one up us because we had the Bitcoin shirts on, and then all of a sudden it was like, "Ooh, Bitcoin." And then he had to one up us and be like, "Yeah, I've been in since 2007." I was like, "All right, yeah,
all right, you got it, dog. You
got it, dog. You got it, dog." and Chief Keef, we tried to tell him that night.
Yeah, we tried to get Chief Keef on Bitcoin.
He didn't get it.
What the fuck is that?
He didn't get it. He was like, "What?" He was like, "All right." Our friends told me about it, something like that, but it's all good.
There it is. All right. Last but not least, Warner Brothers in DC are betting on Batman NFTs to deliver a $60 million profit. What's going on with this story, Bitcoin, Zay?
Oh, man. So it looks like Warner Bros. And DC are taking the NFT route just like everybody else, making that money. They're looking at $60 million in profit. And the Bat Cow NFT collection, it'll have 200,000 different Batman masks spanning across the Dark Knight's 83 years of existence. So with the 200,000 cows, there's over 2 billion potential combinations. And you can register, at their website, nft.dcuniverse.com. And of course, they already launched Spider-Man collectibles. They made $4 million in a matter of minutes. So I'm sure this is why they're bringing this back. These NFTs are 300 a piece, and it should make them, as they say, $60 million. So, I mean, honestly, I'm starting to stop calling NFTs non-fungible tokens, and NFTs are basically now just a new fundraising tool. That's all it is.
I think you're gonna say something funny because I know you're a cadence when you about to talk shit, and I heard it start coming in.
That's what I'm saying. NFTs, that's all. It's just a new fundraising tool. It's a great way to raise money. And if you're already popular, it's free money.
So are you saying it's an ICO basically?
Nah, because ICOs, they were raising money for, and you got nothing in return. You got worthless tokens.
Oh, okay.
NFTs can actually at least be resold. You know what I mean? Like, you can actually have a secondary market. So yeah, it's just a new fundraising tool at this point.
That is hilarious. New fundraising tool. That's the new word for NFTs. Somebody please clip that. Bitcoin as they does again. Bro, I swear I was patiently waiting as soon as I heard your cadence. I was like, he about to talk some shit. Here's my question on a serious note. I'm wondering how this is going to work when it comes to Spider-Man NFTs or Batman ones. How is this going to affect places like BB Marketplace, right? Whereas like BB is essentially doing the same thing. They got, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I might be making that up, but I know they have Ghostbusters. I think they have like Ant-Man or something like that. They have a bunch of stuff. So how does that actually work as far as competing platforms with similar NFTs? So
it's gonna be like the non-fungible thrift store. That's what it's gonna be.
Hilarious, bro. You on fire today.
You have to sell for super cheap.
I'm over here looking at the comments, see what else we have going on. They said TGoC is a death row. You gotta start wearing your death row hoodie again.
Yeah, I do. I gotta find it.
Jake Fever said, LOL, IRA steals your money. You can't take it out because of penalties. Hey, it's different hustles in this game. But seriously, when you do look at that, folks, and this is why I don't use it again. No shame to them. Again, this is a good way to diversify, especially if you're looking at a traditional IRA company going into the crypto space, where they do have those relationships, and then you can go after if you can go after their traditional business, you got a good company for centralization in a good way. And the reason why I'm saying this is because you don't want to only like a all crypto company that's also centralized, that only has they have nothing else to lose. It's like, oh, their crypto company gets shut down, they restart a new crypto company. With the traditional companies, it's like, no. Right now, 80 to 90% of our business is coming from the traditional market. We're getting over to the crypto market. And while we're getting quick business and making a lot of money quickly because it's so aggressive, this still isn't our bread and butter. They're still learning about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So because of that, they're going to protect the nest egg, which is the traditional institutional side. Those companies get into crypto who also say, hey, we also have insurance and we also have all these other things. Those are the ones where they're still going to be stealing your money because they are. And the reason why is because in the short term with IRA, you can need to hold on to like 30 years, 40 years or something, 20 years till you're 60 something. I don't know, right? It's a retirement account. They get to hold your Bitcoin until you retire. I'm going to be flipping, trading, selling, investing. What? By the time you retire, I'm going to have 6 Coinbases. I'm going to have 3 BitMaxes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to destroy portfolios. So I can see these companies, and again, they have insurance. They're going to gamble with your money. So that's one of the reasons why you can't take it out for penalties. But that's one of the negative things. The positive thing, though, is that, yes, if something goes wrong, you do have insurance for it. But again, I will really only look to about 10 to 15% of my portfolio into that personally. Sergeant Crypto said I would use it for something like shit coins because they rise in fiat value fast. I wouldn't keep my Bitcoin there. See, there it is. And that's my point. Like everyone, and this is why, honestly, we don't just say it as a caption, but it's like, this is an investment advice because everyone's portfolio and the way they structure it, everyone's situation is different. The way I'm going to structure my portfolio as a single bachelor is going to be different than the person who has a wife and kids and they structure their portfolio, right? Like, I'm definitely going to be more aggressive on the shitcoin side. I can recover from it. So, when it comes to the IRAs or whatever else, when it comes to portfolio management and all of these shows who are talking about all the different things, you need to make sure you're kind of doing that yourself. And of course, discretionary income comes to mind first as well. Let's see. Jake Fever. All right. Jake Fever said he's working on the show to submit. All right, Jake, you know we got you here. Hot Damn Right said I have a Roth IRA where I can keep the keys. All right, there we go. To get your name in green, you have to join the membership services, but you may want to wait because we're going to be adding some more this afternoon, but you can check those out as well. And shout out to everybody in the chat. I mean, folks who are listening to the podcast, you can go back and watch this video and click on live chat. I mean, people have a lot of knowledge here talking about the IRAs as well. All right, other than that, that is the show for the day. I do want to mention really quick, I put the link in the chat. I'll put it in there one more time. If you missed it yesterday, the Bomb Money AMA, that is bomb.money for those who are listening, bomb.money. And a couple of things I did like with them. And again, I want people to do a deep dive on this with us so we can know your thoughts. But they actually have, I know you're going to like this today, they have Bitcoin DeFi yields. Right now you can get like 0.4. They say it's actually lower than this. This is compounded, but you can get about 0.4% daily with your Bitcoin that you stake here. And then of course they also have a farm where they are farming their bomb and their ex-bomb shares as well. And right now those APRs, what are they? Let me see if I can bring this up. I don't know the page to bring it up, but yes, I had it up. And I think the APRs are like 300, 400% right now, auto compounded. So if you're interested in all that degenerate type of stuff, then make sure you check out the bomb.money again, or bombbtc.com as well for those who are listening. If you want to actually stake the Bitcoin, they say that's the easiest thing to start with, or bomb.money. This is a fork of Tomb Finance, and I know Michael Kenny's involved in that one, so I can't wait to hear their thoughts on that as well. All right, other than that, that's the show for today. What you got, Bitcoin Zay?
That's all for me. Have a happy Thursday, people.
Hey, and for everybody who's still supporting those masterclasses, much appreciated. If you haven't got one yet, look into getting the masterclass because, again, a lot of stuff we talk about, we go into detail and in depth about it. And last but not least, this afternoon, evening, be on the lookout for the updates when it comes to the Discord and the other membership levels. And, of course, tonight at 6 p.m. PST, Ruel will be live talking altcoins, so check that out as well. Other than that, smash that. Like and share, and we will see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news. Cheers.
Cheers.
Boom, boom, boom. I'm trying to end this the right way.